Welcome to Ditto's Garden. In this video, I'm taking you behind the scenes over the course of several days to show you our full composting cycle. After a brief look at the harvest, we are going to build a new compost lasagna and fill the unit all the way to the top. Grab a coffee, sit back, relax, and let me share my material ratios with you so that you can also replicate this at your garden. Greetings, this is our latest compost harvest. It looks like a donut or a circular cake. It comes from one of these cylinders, so we've removed it here and placed it there. It looks like this from the inside. It has a very beautiful texture. Look at this, really good compost. This is ready. We will be clearing it, then we will transfer it here and sieve it, and then it's ready to be bagged. So what is this compost made up of? It is made up of a ratio of 4 of these browns, then 1 green and 1 manure. So this is the manure that we use, cow manure, and then horse manure, which is in the bags. We then build a big lasagna to fill up those biocomposters. How this process goes, I have some more videos on my YouTube channel where you can see how we build the lasagna and how we fill up those biocomposters. This compost takes 3 to 6 months to be ready. This is some of the ready compost. We have now removed the compost, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the amount of compost we got from 1 biocomposter. We did sieve it. It's very nice texture. Since I already have plenty of browns, I could already kickstart a new refill for the biocomposter. So what I need to get next are greens. So here you can see some greens that I have collected, and I need to get one more bucket. So this is bin number 4, which completes the ratio. If you want to follow how I create the ratio for filling it up, is 1 green, 4 browns, 1 horse manure, 1 cow manure, which I do 4 times. That's why I need 4 bins of these. That's like my measuring jug. And I will usually do a 5th one just in case. So I'm picking up all the greens from this property today, which my friend Steven cleared in the morning. So this is my supply of greens for that bin. Else we also have to go cut acacia leaves elsewhere. I use a ground cover here to keep small stones out of the compost layers. Plus, it's a great way to catch all the leftover fine materials like the manure dust, so nothing goes to waste and everything goes right into the bin at the end. Here is the first batch of 4 buckets of cow manure. For my mix, I count these 4 buckets as one single pot. So the full ratio looks like this: 1 pot greens, 4 pots browns, 1 pot cow, and 1 pot horse. And we are going to replicate this 4 times. Now I am gathering the brown materials. The fascinating thing here is that underneath this top layer, nature has already done some of the work, and some of these leaves have already composted. I keep track of the ratios using these coconuts. Each time I complete one set of the mix, I set aside half a coconut. After 4 sets, I place a full coconut down to mark that one round is finished. To fill the biocomposter, we need to complete 4 of these full rounds. So this is what one complete round looks like. To finish this first set, I am getting the horse manure next. You will notice I am only using 2 buckets here compared to the 4 buckets of cow manure, but I still count this as 1 part in my ratio. That is because horse manure is richer in nitrogen and heats up much faster. Now that this round is done, we just need to repeat it 3 more times. Let's have fun and throw some cow manure up in the air and build the rest of the layers. Wow, look at the tripod shake. That impact had a ton of force behind it. Is this guy human? After all those rounds of layering, we are finally near the top. This is what a close to completed compost lasagna looks like. The materials are prepped, the ratios are set, and today is officially Biocomposter filling up day. Let's get to work. You can do this part alone, but be prepared for a lot of squatting. From my experience, the best workflow is to tackle this with a partner. You can take turns, so one of you is gathering materials on the ground, while the other is throwing it straight into the biocomposter. Hey, if you're still watching, that is awesome. Did you just catch me doing a thumbs up? If you did, could you give this video a thumbs up too? And if you are enjoying the content, hitting subscribe would really help the channel out. While I was editing this, I was really struck by the sheer number of different flies buzzing around. I didn't even notice them while I was working. My friend Vishesh from Everbloom told me this is actually a great sign of a healthy ecosystem. They are nature's first responders, breaking down the fresh materials and spreading beneficial microbes throughout the pile. And here comes Daniel driving the lane. He loads up the basket, rises up, and boom! A massive compost slammed down right into the biocomposter. The crowd of flies goes absolutely wild. And there it is, we have finally reached the top and the biocomposter is nearly full. I am going to keep stacking a little more material right in the center until it forms a nice pyramid cone on the top. And we are finally done. Filling the biocomposter together took us about an hour. We might look like we are taking our time, but keeping a steady rhythm at a comfortable pace is exactly how you want to tackle this kind of work. This is the final result. Here's a close-up look at our fully packed biocomposter before we leave it to do its magic. This is just 2 days later. You can already see how much the material has settled and compacted down, and the pyramid cone we built on top has completely disappeared. I can also feel that it has started hot composting. When I hold my hand just above the top layer, it feels quite warm. One important detail I didn't show in the video is that I also water the pile from time to time. So, if you plan to build this setup in your own garden, definitely do not forget the watering part.